boasting, accurately, that he was Britain's best-selling bard, thanks to fan-propelled sales of his verse volume The Warlock of Love, nobody took him seriously. Well, apart from Noelle and her peers. In the Melody Maker piece, she gushed that Mark was a brilliant poet. He believes in the little people and reminds you of a different world. And she prophesied that in years to come, when the world reaches the peak of knowledge, they will realise what Mark Bolan has written. Bolan didn't have the art school credentials of a Roxy Music or the autodidact intellectual aspirations of a Bowie. His reading ran to J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis rather than Burroughs or Nietzsche. He went from a hippie cult oddball to a teeny-bop pin-up without an intervening period of credibility or respect. In America especially, where T-Rex's only top 10 hit was Get It On, retitled Bang a Gong to avoid confusion with a similarly titled hit, he's seen as a trifling figure. Yet it is precisely as a lightweight that Bolan was a marvel. T-Rex took the ponderousness and grit out of blues-based rock, made it lithe and succulent. At a time when the spectrum of male sexual expression in rock ranged from ballsy strut, Freeze All Right Now, to Viking Conquest, Led Zepp's Whole Lotta Love, Bolan androgenized rock, but without sacrificing urgency or heat. Cock rock became coquette rock. Instead of wham-bam bombast, T-Rex songs moved to a reciprocal groove, a gentle grind he dubbed the slide. Active and passive roles slipped and flipped around. Bolan figured in his songs as prey or plaything. Had any male singer before gasped "Take Me" in the fey way he did in Get It On? As often as Predator. Even in that mode he was playful, as with the hissed, "And I'm gonna suck you," that follows the Vampire for Love routine in Jeepster. T-Rex shunned heaviness in another sense. Unlike the down-tuned, downcast sound of Black Sabbath and their heavy metal brethren, there's no sense of ordeal or struggle in Bolan's music. T-Rex bypassed the pall of post-60s gloom that enveloped rock culture in the first years of the new decade. The stance of Cosmic Dancer and Life's a Gas, the closest things to mission statements Bolan ever wrote, recalls the light-of-spirit philosophy of Nietzsche's Thus Spoke Zarathustra and The Gay Science. Gay here meaning merry rather than homosexual. It's a translation of the German word fröhliche, the root of our English frolic. Song and dance were central and essential for Nietzsche, the expression and external sign of existential health, inner rightness. Now I am nimble, now I fly, now I see myself under myself, now a god dances through me. Friedrich rejoices in Zarathustra. The denigrators are right in a sense. T-Rex is not for adults, it's not a fully grown-up music. It speaks to the skipping inner child within, inquisitive, wide-eyed, easily fascinated, maintaining a porous border between daydream and reality, yet to make the acquaintance of lack and loss, disappointment and decay. "I'm still the same little boy I was," Bolan told Melody Maker at the apex of his fame. "I don't think I've changed since I was 4 years old. I think I was hipper when I came out, when I was born." The modern myth of Peter Pan springs to mind. Mark Bolan was a Peter Pantheist, a modern pagan who found wonder and enchantment everywhere. "I think that I am a child. Everything blows my mind," he told Star magazine. And Bolan was Peter Pansexual. Not so much bi-curious as the polymorphous perverse child of Freudian lore, open to erotic possibility. In practice, most of his relationships were with women, but Bolan left some people, like his early manager Simon Napier Bell, convinced that he was fundamentally gay. His attitude to sex was the same as his approach to clothes. He grabbed and enjoyed anything that attracted him, regardless of gender. 4 things defined Mark Bolan's personality and worldview: androgyny, dandyism, magic, and a 4th category that could be designated with various F words: fantasy, fabulism, fancy, and what Tolkien called fairy. These 4 aspects don't necessarily always overlap. It's quite possible to be androgynous and have no particular interest in clothing or self-beautification. Fairy, though, does connect to androgyny via fairness.